Hi guys, it's Littleaussiemel here. I'm just doing an extra midweek video this week to talk about some extra things that I was planning on covering during my last update, and then I just sort of forgot all about it when I started recording. So I had a good week this week. I went to South Bank up near Brisbane to catch up with one of my best friends. We've known each other since high school, and she's always been the really hot one. And she'll always be the really hot one. But it was just really nice when I saw her, because she hadn't seen me since before my surgery. She knows that I've had the surgery. She's one of the few people I've told. Yeah, and she was really so excited when she saw me and couldn't believe how much a change she could see already. And yeah, it was just really nice to feel like, yeah, that she could really see the difference, because when you're looking at yourself in the mirror every day, you don't necessarily, you think you can see a change, but you're not sure if other people will notice. Yeah, so that was really nice. So she, it's funny because it made me, I do have another friend who's kept on saying to me, "Oh my gosh, look at you, skinny, you know, you look at your face, I can notice it in your face." But I find that I instantly sort of just go, oh, and feel really like embarrassed for someone to draw attention to how I look, because I guess I've always tried to not do anything to bring attention to how I look, because it's something I haven't been happy with. So I guess I'm going to have to try and get used to being okay with that. It's coming up to Christmas. We're having a few big family get-togethers in a week or two, and I'm going to be seeing a lot of people who don't know about the surgery and haven't seen me in ages. And yeah, so I'm a little bit anxious about that, I guess, about just how I'm going to feel with everybody talking about my body, and that's will make me be a bit uncomfortable, I think. I guess it really comes down to something Les of Sarah was saying in one of her recent videos about how she always received a negative message about her body her whole life, and that's definitely been the case for me. I said in my first video how my mum first took me to Jenny Craig when I was 10 or 11. I've got a very critical dad, so growing up, I guess, I just was always made to feel like I somehow wasn't good enough because I wasn't a slim little pretty girl that could fit into pretty dresses. And yeah, so I guess there's been a lot of my poor body image has come from that. And when you're young and you're developing your sense of identity, and to have to feel like you're not measuring up in some way, you know, that can really do harm. So that's something I'm going to be really conscious of with my two daughters, to make sure that they know that they're valued for who they are and not for you know, what they look like. You know, I can remember my mum and dad arguing before we were about to go out to dinner with family friends, and I don't know, I was maybe 12, and I remember my dad, like hearing my dad say to my mum, "Oh, she's not wearing that, is she? Look how big it makes her look." And mum saying, "Well, that's the best thing she's got to wear." And I just remember that breaking my heart. So yeah, I guess I better change the topic before I get too emotional about that. But yeah, that's definitely going to be something I have to work on, and that probably most of us have to work on, is feeling happy with your body. Because even though we may turn into these socially acceptable figures and personalities, if we're still feeling like that rejected person on the inside, I don't think we're going to be totally free and we're not going to be able to totally rejoice the the new wonderful opportunity we have in life to just be free of all that and to have fun and live life and make the most of every moment. So that's what I'm going to work on. Something that might help with that, I found out about an app on the iPad that you can download called Watch Me Change, and it's like a time-lapse thing, so you can take photos of yourself, like it lines it up so it's always taken in the same spot, and so you can take a photo every week in the same clothes or whatever, and then at the end of it you can merge it all together like a little time-lapse movie, so it shows you shrinking down from what you started off at to your final goal size. So I'm not sure if you have to, I've just been meaning to look into if you can like upload an existing photo to start with, because I haven't been taking weekly photos in that yet, so I'll get that sorted out. So that maybe might help, I guess, at the end to see how far you've come, rather than just a side-by-side before and after photo. Talking of before photos, I did print off a couple of fat photos, as I call them. This is me on my wedding day. Everyone said to me, "Oh my gosh, that's such a beautiful photo. Wow." And all I could see was, "Oh my gosh, look how fat your face looks in that photo. That's horrible." Anyway, so yeah, I can definitely see some change around here already. This is a photo taken at Father's Day picnic. You can kind of see it was a photo I didn't know was being taken. Normally I would not let somebody take a photo of me sitting down with all my rolls on show and my flapping in the breeze. So that's going on my motivation wall. And then this one's just a close-up face of that same day. So yeah, that was about 2 weeks before I started the process. So look, that's like pretty good already. Just see a pretty big change. I did take a heap of body shot before photos, and I put tight white pants, like capri pants, and a white singlet top on, and took the photos, because if you wear all black, you can't see how bad it really is. So so it's good. I can look back at those and see the difference, but I don't really want to show anyone those photos because it's just horrible. You don't want to see a really overweight person wearing all white. But anyway, maybe when I get closer to the end I will share those pictures with you. What else did I want to talk about? Last week it was my husband's birthday, and I decided to make an extravagant chocolate cake for him, all beautifully decorated. I love decorating cakes. And I was halfway through making it, and I thought, what are you doing? This is like an old behaviour that needs to stop. And I mean, although I was good, I didn't taste the icing, I didn't taste the cake batter, I didn't have a piece of the cake, I just made it for everybody else. But it really made me click that I have to make this a positive change for the whole family instead of just for me, because otherwise I'm not really giving myself the best shot at making this a lasting change. So yeah, if I can get everyone thinking healthy and accepting healthy food choices, like I could have made a really funky kind of cake out of fruit, like watermelon and mango and all the sorts of beautiful tropical fruit that's out here at the moment. I could have still made it look really fun, and so anyway, so that's really made me think, right, it's not just me who's going to do this. I'm going to drag my whole family into it with me. So so I threatened my husband not to bring home any more lollies for my 3-year-old daughter, because he loves to come home and be, "Oh, Daddy's brought you, a Chupa Chup or a Chocky Egg or Kinder Surprise." He always comes with sugar. So I've told him he can go on the naughty chair if he brings home sugar anymore. And I've told my daughter that too. Daddy's going on the naughty chair if he brings home any sugar because it's not healthy. And she's like, yeah, Daddy's going on the naughty chair. So, yeah, I'm going to try and make it fun and make it, yeah, a really lasting positive change. And so it just becomes second nature for everyone in my house to be conscious of healthy choices. When it comes to calories, I've been thinking about things because my nutritionist has recommended a 900 calorie daily limit, and I've noticed that on all the YouTube videos it's people are talking about, you know, ranges anywhere from 500 to 700 or 800 calories a day. So I'm feeling like, is mine too high? You know, what is that right? I don't often get to 900 calories, but then I'm kind of scared to, in case that means I'm not going to lose weight as fast as I could be. So, and yeah, and then in that Portion Perfection book that they gave me, it mentions somewhere in there that there's been research studies that show that there's no additional benefit to eating less than 800 calories a day. So if you eat, say, 500 calories a day, you're not going to lose any more weight than you would if you were eating 800 calories a day. But there's no reference section in the book, so I don't know what study they're talking about or anything like that. So I might try and do some digging. I did a quick Google the other day on, you know, trying to find some actual, you know, scientific studies on the matter. But there's so much information on the internet about diets and stuff. You just get all these search results for, you know, very low calorie diets. So anyway, I'll keep hunting around and I'll let you know if I find anything with that. The other interesting thing from my nutritionist meetings is that the body profile thing that they do works out an exact BMR, or basal metabolic rate, for you, rather than a generic one that you can kind of calculate off the internet. And something that I found through that is that my BMR was only like 1,300 calories a day. So that's like my resting metabolic rate. And everything on the internet told me that it should be between 1,800 and 2,000 calories a day. So I asked her about that, and she said, well, it's kind of explains why I've always had, I've put on weight so easily and had trouble losing weight, because if I went on a healthy kind of suggested diet of eating 1,500 calories a day, which is, or 1,200 to 1,500 calories a day, they're sort of mostly the kind of diets I went on in the past, I'd be lucky to lose any weight off those. And yeah, and that was the case for me. So it was kind of like, hallelujah. Like, is that why? Is that why I've always, you know, struggled so hard at this? Is it, you know, I guess I just always thought I was just hopeless and I couldn't stick to anything properly. And usually I would go along, you know, following all the rules for a couple of weeks, and I'd get so upset because I wouldn't lose weight, and then I'd just go on a binge. I'd just eat whatever I wanted, and then I would blame it all on that, and blame it all on my lack of self-control, and yeah, and just make myself feel crap about it, and then eat my way out of feeling bad. So vicious cycle, which I'm sure a lot of you are all very familiar with. So yeah, so I guess that was kind of like nice to hear, and at the same time kind of sad to hear that I had put myself through that, you know, that emotional beat up for so long, when really I'm not a failure. It's just my body runs differently to other people's bodies. So yeah, so food for thought, I guess. I think that might actually be all I had to say. I did have some notes over there, I've looked. I think that's it, but no doubt I will press the stop button and think of something else. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching and all your supportive comments. I really love it. And I really look forward to all of your upcoming videos. Bye for now.